Hi everyone, welcome back to a brand new video together with Mr. Organic. This recipe is for a creamy lentil and vegetable lasagna featuring the Mr. Organic lasagna sauce. You're first going to want to start by making a bechamel sauce. For this, gently warm 500 milliliters of oat milk in a small saucepan. Next, roughly chop a small white onion into eighths and then place those in the milk. Add in a bay leaf and a pinch of ground nutmeg, then season well with some sea salt and cracked black pepper. Give the infused milk a good stir through. Bring to a gentle boil and then leave it on a low heat. Next, take some Mr. Organic extra virgin cold pressed rapeseed oil and drizzle around a tablespoon into a large shallow pan. Whilst that's warming through on a medium heat, finely dice a red onion, then add it into the pan. Next, mince 3 cloves of garlic. Add that into the pan too, and then just sweat the onion and the garlic off for around 4 minutes until soft. Take a small aubergine and top and tail it, then slice it into rings and mince it up by finely chopping it into small pieces. Take a courgette, again top and tail it, and then also mince that up into small pieces and add it into the pan with the aubergine. Add in 1 teaspoon of dried mixed Italian herbs, then season with some sea salt. Turn it all through well and just cook that down for around 10 to 15 minutes until the aubergine and the courgette have cooked through. Next, take 200 grams of chestnut mushrooms and again mince these up into small pieces so that the result is a mushroom mince which looks a little something like this. Then add that into the pan. Stir the mushrooms through the veg in the pan, frying it off for around 10 minutes until it is all cooked through. Add in a tablespoon of vegan Worcester sauce, or you could use some balsamic vinegar just to deglaze the bottom of the pan. Then also add in 1 cup of red lentils that have been well rinsed under running water. Stir the lentils through the cooked mushrooms and vegetables until they begin to turn slightly translucent. And next, take a jar of Mr. Organic's new dairy-free organic lasagna sauce. These are deliciously creamy and rich in beautiful flavours to bring your lasagna to life. Add the entire contents of 1 jar to the pan, then fill the empty jar with water. Give it a good shake and then pour that into the pan as well. Season it to taste with some sea salt and cracked black pepper, then mix everything through really well to combine before placing on the lid and leaving that to simmer gently on a low to medium heat. For the next step of the bechamel sauce, move the infused milk off the heat and take a new saucepan. To that, add half a cup of plant-based butter. Then melt that down on a low to medium heat by stirring it continuously until it is completely melted down. Add in half a cup of plain flour. Then immediately start stirring it together with a spatula to combine the butter and the flour together until it forms a slight paste which looks like this. Place a sieve over the pan, then take the infused milk and carefully and gradually pour that in. Continue to stir until the sauce begins to thicken up and turns creamy in consistency. Next, add in a cup of grated vegan coconut cheese as well as 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast. Stir this together to combine with a spatula. Then, using a whisk it vigorously until the cheese has melted and the sauce is lovely and smooth. At this point, the lasagna ragu should be nicely cooked through, the lentils should be tender, and it shouldn't be too liquidy. Take a square baking dish, then first layer in the creamy lentil and vegetable ragu, making sure you use the spoon to even it out and ensure it's pressed in well to all of the corners. For the next layer, spoon in some of the cheesy bechamel sauce. Then, using a spatula, smooth this out so it's completely even over the top of the ragu. Next, layer in some lasagna sheets and then repeat the process in layers like that until you've used up all of the ragu and the cheesy bechamel sauce. The final layer on the top should be the bechamel sauce. Place the lasagna in the oven to bake for around 45 minutes until it's nice and golden on the top. Once it's cooked, remove it from the oven and serve it immediately. I like to garnish mine with some fresh basil leaves on the top, but parsley or even some crispy sage works great too. The new Mr. Organic creamy lasagna sauce works so well in this dish to give you the taste of a home-cooked Italian lasagna with the indulgence of a rich pasta sauce whilst being dairy-free. It's made with no added sugar, contains sun-ripened tomatoes, carrots and Italian extra virgin olive oil, and with over 70% of it being tomato content, it's full of natural goodness. The vegetables, mushrooms and lentils make this dish really hearty and comforting, and together with the cheesy bechamel sauce makes for an all-round delicious plant-based lasagna that the whole family can enjoy.